Dogs are loyal companions, cuddle buddies, and occasional sock thieves. But have you ever wondered how they experience the world? Today, we are diving deep into the incredible science of a dog's sense of smell, their uncanny ability to read human emotions, and finally, debunking some popular myths about raw feeding. Stick around, you'll never look at your furry friend the same way again. The science of a dog's sense of smell. First up, let's talk about the superpower every dog has, their nose. Did you know a dog's sense of smell is up to 100,000 times more sensitive than ours? That's like comparing a tiny flashlight to the brightness of the sun. While humans have about 5 million scent receptors, dogs have an astounding 300 million packed into their noses. But it's not just the number of receptors. The part of a dog's brain dedicated to analyzing smells is 40 times larger than ours, relative to brain size. This allows dogs to detect a teaspoon of sugar in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Yeah, your dog probably knows about the cookie you hid in the pantry. Here's where it gets even cooler. Dogs can smell changes in our body chemistry. Trained dogs can detect diseases like cancer with up to 97% accuracy, and they can sense a drop in blood sugar levels in diabetics before machines do. They're not just man's best friend, they're also incredible life-saving heroes. Oh, and ever notice how your dog sniffs everything on walks? That's because they're gathering information about the world, who's been there, what they ate, and even their emotional state. A dog's nose is like their social media feed, but way more accurate. How dogs process human emotions. Speaking of accuracy, let's move to the heartwarming science of how dogs read your emotions. Have you ever had a bad day, only to find your dog snuggling up to comfort you? That's not a coincidence. Dogs are emotional geniuses. Studies show that dogs can recognize human emotions by reading facial expressions and listening to the tone of your voice. They're so good at it that they can differentiate between happiness, sadness, and anger. In fact, research has found that dogs tend to mirror their owner's stress levels, literally syncing their emotions with yours. But here's the twist. Dogs can even recognize emotions they've never experienced themselves. For example, they can tell the difference between a happy laugh and a nervous one just by sound. And if you've ever felt like your dog knows you better than some humans, well, science says you're probably right. It's no wonder dogs are often used in therapy. They don't just sense emotions, they respond to them in ways that make us feel seen, loved, and understood. That's why they're not just pets, they're family. Debunking myths about raw feeding. Finally, let's tackle some common myths about raw feeding. This topic sparks heated debates, but we're here to clear the air with science and facts. Myth number 1. Raw food makes dogs aggressive. False. Aggression in dogs is linked to behavior and training, not what they eat. In fact, studies show that raw-fed dogs often have calmer energy levels due to better overall health. So no, switching to raw won't turn your golden retriever into a guard dog overnight. Myth number 2. Kibble cleans teeth. Sounds logical, right? But think about it. Does eating crackers clean your teeth? Research shows that raw diets, which include bones, are actually better at reducing plaque and tartar buildup, acting as nature's toothbrush. Raw diets also improve gut health, reduce inflammation, and give dogs shinier coats. A study published in 2017 found that raw-fed dogs had significantly better digestive health compared to kibble-fed dogs. Myth number 3. Raw diets aren't balanced. This one's tricky because it can be true, if you're not careful. Feeding a raw diet requires research and proper planning to include the right proportions of meat, bones, and organs. But when done correctly, raw feeding provides all the nutrients your dog needs to thrive. At the end of the day, the key is to educate yourself and consult with experts. Whether you're feeding raw or kibble, the goal is the same: a happy, healthy pup. So there you have it. The science of a dog's nose, their incredible ability to read emotions, and the truth about raw feeding. If you found this video helpful or entertaining, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Your dog will thank you and so will we. Until next time, keep those tails wagging. Ian.